What if the first thing you eat every morning is quietly wrecking your energy, your focus, even your long-term health, and you had no idea? I'm Dr. Late Life, and in my 20-plus years of medical practice, I've watched patients try to eat healthy, only to discover that their so-called healthy breakfast was doing the exact opposite. Today, I'm going to show you the 5 most common breakfast mistakes that could be stealing your energy, sabotaging your metabolism, and increasing your risk of disease, even if you're trying your best. Let's pull back the curtain, because once you see these clearly, you'll never go back. Mistake number 1, sugary cereals, dessert. Disguised as breakfast cereal boxes are bright, cheerful, full of promises like fortified with vitamins and heart healthy. But many of them are no better than eating cake for breakfast. Loaded with refined sugars and ultra-processed carbs, these cereals cause rapid blood sugar spikes, followed by a brutal crash that leaves you tired, moody, and hungry again within an hour. In my clinic, I've seen children with mood swings, adults with mid-morning headaches, teens unable to concentrate. And often, we trace it back to one culprit, that colorful box on the breakfast table. If your cereal turns your milk sweet, it's a red flag. Instead, switch to old-fashioned oats, homemade granola, or a high-fiber, low-sugar alternative. Fuel your brain. Don't sugarcoat it. Mistake number 2, processed meats, a salty, silent threat. Bacon, sausage, ham, they smell like comfort and taste like tradition. But under the surface, they're loaded with saturated fats, sodium, and chemical preservatives like nitrates and nitrites. These compounds are linked to increased risk of colorectal cancer, high blood pressure, heart disease, and even cognitive decline. I've had patients come in with joint pain, fatigue, stubborn weight, and a simple dietary swap away from processed meats made a world of difference. That doesn't mean you can never enjoy bacon again, but it shouldn't be daily. Swap in eggs, smoked salmon, or sautéed tofu. Choose foods that nourish your body, not chip away at it. Mistake number 3, white bread, empty carbs, full problems. It's soft, it's cheap, it's everywhere. But white bread is made from refined flour that's been stripped of its nutrients, its fiber, and its purpose. When you eat it, your body digests it quickly, turning it into glucose almost instantly. This causes a spike in blood sugar, followed by a crash. Over time, that roller coaster effect increases your risk of insulin resistance, weight gain, and type 2 diabetes. What's worse, many people spread sugary jams or processed spreads on top, compounding the problem. I always advise, if it's bread, make it whole grain. Better digestion, longer satiety, more nutrients. Let your bread work for you, not against you. Mistake number 4, flavored non-dairy milks, a hidden sugar trap. Almond milk, oat milk, soy milk. These plant-based options sound healthy, and they can be, but many flavored varieties are loaded with added sugars. Vanilla almond milk often has more sugar than soda. Chocolate oat milk, a dessert in disguise. These sneaky sugars create the same metabolic chaos as candy bars, but because they're in milk, we tend to trust them more. I've seen patients struggle with stubborn belly fat, low energy, and even pre-diabetes, all while sipping what they thought was a health drink. The fix? Always read the label. Choose unsweetened versions and sweeten naturally with cinnamon, berries, or a splash of vanilla extract. You deserve the benefits of plant-based, not the sugar crash that often comes with it. Mistake number 5, pastries and donuts, quick pleasure, long damage. They're easy, they're tempting, but those warm croissants, sugary muffins, and glazed donuts are some of the worst ways to start your day. Why? They're high in trans fats, sugar, and refined flour, the perfect recipe for inflammation, poor circulation, and weight gain. What they lack: protein, fiber, healthy fats, or any real micronutrients. I've had patients tell me, but it's just a small muffin. What they don't realize is that one pastry can derail their entire hormonal rhythm, leading to fatigue, cravings, and brain fog before 10 a.m. Start your day with something that energizes and sustains you, not something that seduces your taste buds and abandons your health. So what should you do instead? It's not about guilt. It's about awareness. Breakfast is your metabolic ignition switch. It sets the tone for your mood, memory, focus, and hunger for the rest of the day. Here's what I want you to remember. If your breakfast leaves you hungry by mid-morning, it's not working. If it comes in bright packaging, you should probably read the label. If you feel tired after eating it, that's your body speaking. Listen, instead of sweet cereals, choose oats or smoothies. Instead of processed meats, pick eggs or yogurt. Instead of white bread, switch to whole grains. Instead of sugary almond milk, go unsweetened. Instead of donuts, choose berries or protein-rich toast. Final words, from experience to action. As a doctor, I've helped patients reverse high cholesterol, stabilize their blood sugar, regain energy, and even reduce anxiety just by fixing their breakfast. And you can too. Don't underestimate the power of the first thing you eat each day. It's your opportunity to tell your body, I care about you. I'm here to nourish you. I want you to thrive. Start small, start tomorrow, and start strong. Your turn. What's one of these mistakes you're making? And what are you going to replace it with? Drop it in the comments. Let's build a healthier morning together. And if you missed part 1, where I reveal the 12 best breakfast foods for energy, weight control, and long-term health, click the link in the description. You deserve mornings that build you up. I'm Dr. Late Life. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, eat wisely, live fully, and never stop learning about your own health.